Welcome back to part 3 on those eBay listings that I talked about, that we did the mid-market watch for the other day, and we talked about these. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will never pay these values, people said. Now, I give Vintage Values a lot of crap, because a lot of the things he says are a little bit weird sometimes, but these are the most reflected values that we have had as of this current point, alright? And I cannot emphasize these enough. These were sponsored eBay listings, so yes, they got a little bit more traction, but this is the value of cardboard right now, alright? And these have all been paid for. So if you're like, nobody's ever going to pay for this, they've all been paid for. SJC Cyberstein, $10,250 this sold for. You're probably like, well, I knew I should have held my SJC card. I remember spending $1,000 on one of these back in the day. They have gone up by, what is that, 900%, 1,000% since then. Now, the craziest thing out of this, out of the entire thing to me, out of all of these auctions, has been this one. Now, I laugh at this because these Darkens used to be $300. Now remember, they did bring more of these into circulation through, what was it, the Dragon Duels. Players had the chance to sit back and pick these up. You were winning $4,000 prize cards, alright? Dragon, Duel Link Dragon over here, was having issues selling at $500. But if you're a little tyke over here playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, you were getting $4,000 handed to you if yours was near mint. Think about that. If you were an old collector with this, congratulations, you are rich. All right, this was at $2,000 yesterday. Finished at $4,000. All right, it's all about who you know. Whew. Now, the more vintage collector stuff here. Disregard this guy, Giga Cowboy. So Gaia, the Dragon Champion, LOB First Edition, sold for $625. All right, now, people really underestimate the value in First Edition LOB cards at this point, but when one Secret Rare sells for $625, and the second one, being the Trihorn Dragon, sells at $227, I really just have to stop and go, what is going on here? Like, this value is nuts. Then we come on down here to Metal Raiders. Now, we had two more very classic Secret Rares here. Metal Raiders, we had the Thousand Dragon, ending at $252, which isn't bad. And then, the big head honcho here. Yes. Gate Guardian Fred. 529 big ones coming out of this. Alright, so, yep. Now, Magic Ruler. We had Serpent Knight Dragon, which came in at about $380. Serpent Knight's been a little bit on the wall. It's kind of been him and Gemini Elves, kind of been in the back of the room this whole time, going, hi, don't forget about us. They finally got a chance to shine. Hell, Serpent Knight Dragon's worth more than Thousand Dragon. And Thousand Dragon's like more of a vintage card that you communicate more with from the show. But hey, this one was big. Oh, First Edition Blue Eyes Toon Dragon sold for $560 for Gem Near Mint. This is how important it is to keep your cards in that crisp, near mint condition to make sure that you get the most value out of this. Alright? Now, I know a lot of people also were a little bit on the fence about this. There's no way a Jinzo will ever sell for over $500. I heard quite a few people shouting this from the rooftops. Oh boy, were they wrong. Alright, imagine eating your own words. As not only does this card go beyond 500, goes beyond 600, goes beyond 700, goes beyond 800, and hits the mark at the $880 mark to finish sales. How crazy is that? Alright, the vintage market this is dumb. Gemini Elves First Edition Near Mint, $374 on closing. Magic Cylinder, $165. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright? Injection for Lily, 301 flat. Not bad. Doesn't surprise me. We have a Yatagarasu coming in at near mint here at $233. All right, now, this one does surprise me. A few people have told me to look up Yata market watches, and we have. We've seen some okay, interesting numbers for these things, but officially ending at $233. Light play, by the way. This is the difference between light play and first light play. Like 16 and 20. Now, Dark Magician Girl. The other card that players really covet in terms of collectability and insanity and value ended at $1,725. I'm very happy with this. Like, this one was cool. Hey, you remember Vampire Lord, right? We all laughed at him. We're like, oh, you'll never amount to anything. $152.50 on auction. Chaos Emperor Dragon First Edition. Well, you gotta love those vintage Chaos monsters, right? $335 for first ed. Invader of Darkness, being another first edition, little lonely guy kind of came on in here. It's like, hi guys. He ended at $49, which is pretty impressive. All things considered, it's not crazy amazing, but it's something. All right, hey, Robbie, look at vintage DDS Blue Eyes White Dragons. We never get anything higher than a mod play on frickin' TCG Player. All right, a near mint sold for $3,350. All right, this thing got up to $2,000 the other day. We're like, wow, like that's insane. Nope. Expectations blown. $3,000. Easy. TP2 Morphing Jar. That iconic card that we were talking about. Yes. Vintage values here. $2,138. Blech. Alright, so this is amazing. Needleworm, $550. So we have some old tin promos down here. Red Eyes, 31 on the Summon Skull, 44 on this. And we kind of get into some lower stuff. A first edition copy of Solemn Judgment, though, sold for $153. That's pretty impressive. Hey, look! First edition Dark Magician of Chaos, $255. First edition Black Luster Soldier, $355. Karibo, $97 for a first edition. Twin-headed Thunder Giant, super rare first editions at $51. That's more than a first ed Gearfried. Alright. First ed Mirror Force, $67. Not a lot of value there. A played first edition Red Ice sold at $157. Now, this is going to hurt. First edition played Flame Swordsman, $66. $256 on a first edition frickin' Curse of Dragon. Like, oh my god, $112.50 on a first ed Mystical Elf. Wow. First ed Dark Hole, $85. Maneater Bug sold for $103.50. Monster Reborn coming in down here at $355. Raigeki, $82. $45 on a first edition Light Play Swords. Oh yes, the Wind sold for a lot. Asa for $310. Iria for $375. Red Ice Flare Metal, first ed, ended at $122. Malakota, $46. Odin, $71. Chaos Neos, ending at $270, by the way, not first ed. Clearwing, $120. Scarlight, $107. $285 on the Shooting Riser. Like, Stardust Unlim, $280. Oh yeah, our Black Rose, $207.50. The test print card that we looked a little bit at earlier on in this card's life. This was very interesting. I've seen another one of these in the market. But this sold for $717. Alright, so you also have the test prints are crazy in value. The Chimera Tech sold for $193. Kind of surprised this didn't do better. The Mystical Clown sample promo, $203.50. The Shifted No Names, $56. Maximus, $80. $61 on this. The Chaos Ruler, $73. The Floor at $168. Trident Dragon at $288. Man, these misprints. $445 on the Hyunlei. It's just got the Hyunlei down here. My god, these misprints. $262. $320 on the Hyunlei. Wow. $122 on the Ancient Fairy. 255 on the Rampart, 425 on the Dark Neos, and 150 on the Infernal Wing. 122 on the Light Play Power Bond, I guess. First Ed played no creases for 150 on the Cyber Dragon. That feels low. The Power Tool sold for 122. $248. And that's for not even first? Wow. Shooting Riser 112. Vortex at 123. The Wing Kariba went for 206. Huh. First Ed Near Mint Doriato sold for 89. Chaos Emperor Alti, First Ed Light Play sold for 71. Meta sold for 415. 123.50 on the EEV. Oh my god, these prices are like crazy. Ooh. The Harpy's Pet Dragon sold for 256. 225 on a super rare morphing jar. Who would have guessed? Huh. Oh, here's a kicker for you. 175 on the Lost Art Monster Reborn, sealed, by the way. This is why you keep your Lost Art promos sealed. Alright, and never come back. The day has finally happened. They're worth a lot of money. Sealed Zoa sold for 61 for the set. 167.50 on this. 17 demo decks sold pretty cheap. Some structure deck stuff. This man sold a binder for $21. Wow. Alright, well, that's some market insanity for you. Some Charizard sold for really good value, by the way. 700 for a Hidden Fates Charizard. That's your outlandish side of the market today. Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Yakers. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.